Hey guys, it's Boone. Today is April 26th, and it's time for the weekly update video as usual. This week had its ups and downs. More ups than downs, but there were downs, and I'll get to that in a moment. The ups were, of course, two brand new series, one coming out of straight up nowhere, and one that I've been plugging for 2 weeks before now. MHC Live debuted on Friday. That was the one that everybody was expecting. It was great. Oh, right. And we also had 100% orange juice, Boone versus Seth, which debuted this week, and I think that went decently enough. It could have been better, but it also, well, I know it could have been better because it was better later, but we'll get into that in a moment. MHC Live, first guest, New Azusa. I think it went great. I had a lot of fun filming it. I had a lot of fun editing it. And it seems like people are having a lot of fun watching it. And I hope you guys will have just as much fun next week when we have Barbecue Grapes on the show. And that'll be out next Friday. RetroCraft came out of nowhere. I got an offer to join a survival multiplayer server. And, you know, there may be some other things coming out of RetroCraft in the future. I don't know 100% what the dealio is going to end up being with that. But RetroCraft is getting itself established. And I did my first episode where I found a place to build a house. And my second episode, I'm going to be filming that a little bit later. So just a heads up on that. And that's going to be coming out Wednesday. I'm going to be doing RetroCraft I'm going to be doing RetroCraft Minecraft at least. They said that they want to do more collabs in other video games. But I'm not sure how soon we're going to start doing that. So stay tuned for RetroCraft on Wednesday, MHC Live with Barbecue Grapes on Friday, and of course more 100% orange juice, Boone versus Seth, straight up on Tuesday and Thursday. Rest of the schedule is going to stay the same. You're still going to see Civ 5 on Wednesday and Saturday. You're still going to see Dragonslayer on Monday, and you're still going to see MHC on Friday. When the May challenge starts. About Dragonslayer. Now, I already announced it. I already announced this. I already announced that Season 4, the one that's currently going on, is going to be the last season of Dragonslayer. I'm going to go ahead and add to that, because I'm noticing, like, I'm having a large amount of content being able to come in, so I'm kind of having to think about what I'm putting out there. Especially since I've got another new series. Well, not really new. Well, yes, this one is new, but it's also returning in a way. I've got more new stuff coming out on Monday, tomorrow. Take a look for that. I'm not in it. Yeah, that should probably tell you what it is, but I'm not even in that show. Is me holding a ratchet going to just become a thing? Sure. But I'm not actually in the new show. And you can probably tell who most likely is in that new show. So, I've got that coming out on Monday, and I'm starting to reach a point where, like I said, I'm going to have a lot of content. And I'm kind of having to trim the fat a little bit. Part of trimming the fat is Dragonslayer. And Dragonslayer is the fat. Even though a recent one got a pretty decent number of views. Unfortunately, Dragonslayer just ends up in redundancy with... It ends up in redundancy with MHC as being a hardcore series. And it ends up in redundancy with... RetroCraft now as being survival with no, like, immediate end goals. So, you know, it's kind of a weird thing. It's kind of in that weird spot. So I'm still going to finish out Season 4, but I'm only going to be doing one Dragonslayer video a week on Mondays. And I'm going to use the slot it would have on Fridays for MHC Live. The other thing I considered with trimming the fat is the music reviews. And I'll be honest, this past music review that I did, the GDFR by Flowrida featuring Sage the Gemini, that review, I don't feel like it turned out great. And I'm looking at the rest of my lineup and I'm like, well, some of these I'm going to have some of the same issues with unless I film them like a week in advance and do a lot of editing with them. And I feel like I'm better off, you know, using that time to work on other stuff, including potentially, you know, doing my own music stuff. The fact is, I'm not like primarily the fact is, a lot of gamers do interact with music in different ways. I don't think reviewing music is the way in which I interact with music. I could possibly use that time, you know, working on maybe top 10 videos, maybe some other kind of review videos, something else that's a little bit more in line with what I would be doing. And I think the reviews are just kind of the dark horse of the channel, so they would probably be something to go. Civ 5 is going to end fairly soon, so I'm not worried about trimming the fat there. You know, Boon versus Seth, Boon and Seth, that's fine where it is. The only things that I'm concerned about are the Dragonslayer videos and the music reviews. Now, moving on to the thing I was talking about a couple weeks ago about the crowdfunding stuff, being able to get new designs and stuff on Patreon. I'm still working on that. I do have like one thing in mind for something that on Patreon can be done. That is going to be kind of a I don't want to officially say that I'm going to do it, simply because I don't have everything ready for that yet. And I don't want to dedicate to something that I'm not necessarily going to wind up having to do that with. And mostly it's such a small reward that I feel like I would need more. I really don't know how to approach the Patreon thing right now. Simply because I don't feel like I have enough to offer. But I feel like when my income gets stable, because right now my income is still kind of, you know, it's still kind of wobbly. But in like a couple weeks, I'll be able to get it stabilized. Because like I said, I changed jobs, and I'm changing to a job where I'm actually in a situation where I will have more money. So I'll be able to stabilize a lot better. And I was not making enough money before to support what I was needing to do for that job. It was further away, the other job, and I just wasn't making enough money to cover that transportation very well. So I'm hoping that things come out a little bit better for me in the coming weeks. That's all the news I can think of, and you guys feel free to spread the word about the channel. You know, I've had people telling me that they really enjoy the content. I've had people telling me that there's certain aspects of the content that they don't like, and I'm definitely listening to people on that. And honestly, if you do like the content, if you think it's good, then the best thing that you can do at this time is to go out and let people know that this is a person that you like watching. Let people know that there's somebody out there. Well, I guess that sounds pretentious. Let people know that I'm here, so that maybe they can enjoy it too. Because I love you guys. I love that people are actually liking what I'm doing. And I love that people are willing to tell me when I'm screwing up. I appreciate that so much. You have no idea. I don't think I would... If I were just talking to thin air, I would be like, what the fuck am I doing? You know? If I felt like that. But no, I feel like I'm getting somewhere with this. I feel like people are enjoying it. And hopefully you are. Hopefully you are. If you're not, I would hope that you'd let me know, because I think it'd be really cool to be able to try to you know, hear from you more. That being said, I hope you guys enjoy this coming week of videos. I don't know what I'm going to do for a second video next Saturday. I may very well just release some extra thing. Maybe a one-off. While I kind of readjust the schedule elsewhere in the week. To accommodate a better schedule for Saturday. That being said, or Saturday and Sunday, because those seem to be days where I should have multiple videos. That being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic evening, and I'll talk to you guys later. Till then, this is your friendly neighborhood Boonslayer, signing out.